Good morning, everybody. This is Mary Starlight, aka Queen Zelda. A lot of people know me from my Queen Zelda username, but it was a little hard for people to find me, watch me on YouTube, so I changed my name to Mary Starlight. On Twitch, I'm Mary O Starlight, zero. I'm just playing Dinkum for now as an update. I would usually have like a little VTuber on the side of the page showing me talking, but OBS is not working with me today, and I'm just recording from my from using my Xbox controller. It's been forever since I've played Dinkum, and yes, I actually do play games like Dinkum. I do have PC games I play a lot, even though Jefferson doesn't say I do, but I do. Also, hi. If you're new to the channel, I usually play games like Dinkum, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, JRPGs, RPGs, stuff like that. I've been playing Breath of the Wild lately. I didn't like it the first time I played it and picked it up. The first time it came out 6 years ago, I did not like it at all. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I do like the shrines. They seem to be a little bit harder than the ones for Tears of the Kingdom. I also play a lot of Zelda games. I'm obsessed with Legend of Zelda, which is why I decided to have my username be Queen Zelda. That's where my username comes from. I'm a survivor of cancer. I had ovarian cancer. I had surgery, and no longer can have children anytime in the future, which is what by me I didn't want kids, but there are a lot of people who would be sidelined by that would want children. And so far I've been lucky that my husband and I didn't really want kids, and that we don't really have to worry about them anymore coming up in our lives. Usually, I talk about usual daily stuff that's going on with my life. This is just an update on how I'm doing health-wise and how I'm doing personally. I had a nice vacation with my husband. We went and saw my grandmother. She's in a living facility right now. One of those places where you go to when you get older and you can't, help yourself anymore because you're too old to care for yourself, and she just has heart issues. Her memory's fine. She was so happy to see me. I was glad she was in a good place and that they seemed to be taking care of her. I was really happy about that. And I got to see some other family too, and I was glad to see them. And I was supposed to have had doctor's appointment a couple of days ago, but they had to cancel on me, and I'm having to reschedule because of conflicting. Because I thought that I was supposed to be there on Friday, but when I went to go and see her, she's like, "Oh, well, you were supposed to have been here this day." I was like, "No, it said clearly." I had to show her my chart. She's like, "Oh, I completely forgot," so we had to reschedule. It was not fun, so I'm going to be doing that sometime soon. I just have to see when my next appointment is, which is on the 9th of August, which is to see the people who've been caring for me since I found out I have had cancer. I've been in remission for some time now, which has been nice, and still am in remission so far. And I'm doing my best to stay in remission. I was having problems with a swollen lymph node, and everything came back negative, and it's fine. It's just, one of those things. You just have to rest and get better. I've been taking antibiotics for that, and it's just not been fun. Because everything tastes like medicine for a while, especially like with certain dairy foods for me. Like for a while, cream cheese was tasting like like medicine too. This is really weird. It was that way with me even when I had cancer. I was dealing with cancer and getting chemotherapy and that. Cream cheese tasted like antibiotics too. It was so strange. Even some milk products, depending on the brand. I don't know if anybody else has this problem when they are taking care of themselves and trying to get better, and then stuff just tastes weird. Why do I have? Why are there coffee beans? I'll have to do research later. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. It's just, antibiotics for a whole month load, and it's starting to get better. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was, because it hurt a lot with that lymph node. It's much better now. I've been resting a lot and taking care of myself, so I got to see family, and I feel better about myself in general. It was just the other day. I don't know if a lot of people in my community watch Cans Alone, but I tend to watch him a lot, so I'm shouting him out. So a shout out to you, Cans, if you even watch this. But he said something in his Discord the other day, and I was just like pondering about it. It's like, is this true? Because for me, I feel like sometimes it's not. He said that you matter. And he's right, you do matter. Anyone who watches videos and anyone who comes in and comments and talks about things, they of course matter, because, they matter to views. They matter to the algorithm. They matter to everybody else in that community. But I wondered, do I matter? And sometimes I don't think I do. But that's me. That's my problem, and I'm going to have to deal with that in my own time. Because I feel like I don't matter. I don't matter to anyone. I feel like in any of the communities I've been in, even his, I feel like I'm separated from that community. From a lot of different communities I feel separated from. But that's because it's me. I just feel like I'm disconnected from everybody because I just don't put myself out there because I don't want to. It's just a me thing, I suppose. Talking about this is just to you, whoever's watching. To you who are watching me play this game and just randomly going around. Just saying hello to the shark. And if you're watching this and you're going, why am I even watching this woman? I don't know. I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's just something I enjoy because I love playing games. I've been playing games for a very long time. My first game that I ever played was actually Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was the first game I ever laid my hands on. Because my brother needed help. My little brother needed help with Robotnik in the water zone. He had no idea how to defeat the robot there. That Robotnik sat there. He had no idea how to defeat it. I had to go in and figure out how to do it myself. And I even got him all the way through the level and through to the end of the level, beat it, and move on to the next area. I did all that. My brother had no idea what to do. I didn't know what to do. I just did it. And then the next game I played after that was Legend of Zelda on the NES. And, because my brother bought the NES, I bought this NES. And we played that Zelda game. We played, the first two Zeldas and then the next one. I've been playing Zelda ever since I can remember. Ever since Legend of Zelda's been a thing. And then I remember my first SNES game I bought for myself. It was from like a pawn shop. It came in the box and everything, and I bought it for like $20. Because that's what he had it for, and it was Chrono Trigger. And I will never forget that, because he had his shop instead of a house. That's how he had everything set up. And I bought it from him for $20. He's like, "You sure about that?" I said, "Yeah, it looks good." And so, there were no online forums or anything at that time. When I grew up, there was no internet or nothing. Imagine growing up without internet or even having a cell phone. That's how I grew up. There's no internet, no cell phone, nothing. Because, the internet wasn't a thing when I grew up. There was no such thing as the internet. I mean, if I grew up in this time where there was internets and phones, I mean, I would be a completely different person, I'm sure. And it was interesting. I loved Chrono Trigger. I saw all the endings. And at the time, when I grew up, there was a rumored ending of where Chrono ended up getting killed by Marl, and there was like an ending with her killing him or something. It was really weird. All the rumored endings I'd heard about. I don't know if it was true or not. Just remember hearing all these rumored endings and stuff back then. And it was, always word of mouth. You hear this stuff, It's never online or anything. It's just from other people who said they played, but you never could, knew for sure if they had played or not. It was just, word of mouth stuff. Because people could lie. You know that. And, oh yeah, I played that game. I got this ending. Did you get it? And, they were just trying to make themselves seem more important than you. Oh, did you get this ending? There was no ending like that. Come to find out later. Like, you liar. I didn't have that ending. I was just testing you. You can do it or not. It can't be done. Like, there's a whole thing where you can... I think you can get a date with, like, Yuffie in FF7. Apparently that's true. I could never figure out how to get a date with her, though. So I did play that on the PlayStation. That was my first PlayStation game, which was FF7. I love that game. Even still, with the remaster, I still love it. I don't like the direction it's going in, and I can understand why a lot of fans don't like the direction it's going in, but to me, it's interesting. Seeing, the direction they wish to go with it. I do love Final Fantasy, but I don't like Devil May Cry, so I'm kind of avoiding FF16 right now. So, like, yeah, I'm a huge FF fan, but I don't like Devil May Cry, and that's how I hear that game plays. And I've been watching a streamer play it a lot, and it's what made my decision not to get it right now. So yeah, I got Breath of the Wild for the Switch instead, and I've been playing that because I didn't like it the first time, and I got it on the Wii U, but my husband wanted me to play it on the Switch to try to give it another shot because I loved, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It's really good. But Breath of the Wild I have been actually, giving an actual shot because I still am on the fence about liking it. It's okay. It's not perfect. I feel there could have been more things done differently because it just feels empty otherwise. I mean, there are a lot of... I understand what they're going for is that the kingdom was basically tore up by Ganon and these robots and stuff, and there are very few settlements because of that, and I understand the narrative they're going for, but it's just so big and empty. Even Tears of the Kingdom, I feel that way, but most Zelda games are that way anyway, I suppose, if you look at it from that perspective. But it's also like that in like Xenoblade and Xenogears. Not that I don't love those games, I love the Xenoblade and Xenogears series. I've played all. There's even like a tie-in game between Zelda and Xenogears 2, because I'd been playing Xenogears 2 on my Switch, and it picked up I was playing it, and there was like a cross thing between the games where you could do like a side quest for Xenogears 2 from Breath of the Wild. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So I'm probably going to be trying to figure out how to do that eventually when I stream, probably sometime soon. But I will be starting a new save file if I do Breath of the Wild on stream. Probably not this week. I need some time to get to understand Breath of the Wild a little bit more before I dive into it streaming headwise. I don't like going into a game blind unless, not sight unseen. unless I've played it. I'm a little weird on that. I like playing it first before I stream it with a lot of things. I know some people are like, oh, I haven't played this yet, I'm gonna just stream it first. And I like getting a feel for the games before I play them. Anyway. I'm not sure really what I'll talk about. I don't feel like I have that many friends really in life except for my husband, who I love a lot. I'm very devoted to him and have a lot of love and care for him. And it's interesting to me how that part of my life has affected my relationship with other people. Like, there's someone in the streaming community who I watch, and he is recently divorced, and he seems really angry about my being devoted to my husband and loving him. And it's like, what's wrong with that? It just comes off like the same thing should have happened to me, but it didn't. I'm still devoted to my husband. I still love him because that's just how I was raised. Not everyone is raised the same way or has the same belief systems that you do. And my husband has been there for me through my whole cancer journey. I don't know what I would have done without him. I love him very much. Not a lot of people understand or get that. And understand that to some point myself. Not everyone has that kind of love in their life. Or the love that they did have, that relationship they had before, is gone somehow. But, I don't know how, love comes and goes for some people. It's just always been there for me. But for me, I think it's just that you've got to work with that person. It's a button board. Ooh, and fish. And if you work on them, with the reasons why you might have fallen in love with them, then you can stay together. And not a lot of people want to work relationships like that. I feel like boogie on down. Working on a relationship is, something you don't do. It's just easier to give up than try to work on it. And this is my 2 cents. I don't really know. I can't say. Come here. I'm just hunting sharks, and I don't care. Come here. Ah. Yeah. I was like, shark hunter, yeah. But yeah, my husband has been with me through a lot of bull crap. He was with me through my whole cancer journey. He's still with me even now. He loves me a lot, and wants only the best for me. Okay, can I please just jump? Thank you. He was like, no, you can't jump now. Why? Come here. Rawr. I'm gonna kill this guy, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But, not everybody goes through that. Everybody has different feelings and different experiences than I do. Rawr. Oh. Too late for you. Haha. Cook me up some fish later. But, it's just me. I feel like some of the communities I used to be a part of, especially one I'm not going to mention now, because I want him to kind of be forgotten, is that he is like, oh, because, someone fell out of love with me, it'll happen to you. And I'm like, the person just didn't want to work on it with you. They didn't feel like it was worth it because they knew you wouldn't work on it either. But, that's just my 2 cents. And there are a lot of people that just would rather just give up on something instead of work towards, an end goal. And there are people like that, and I understand that. We all have our our own end goals and what we feel is worth doing. I mean, one person's trash is another man's treasure, right? That's what they say. I sometimes feel like, I'm trash. That's my own personal feelings, and I need to work on that. But I've also never felt really accepted by my own family anyway. They always do more stuff with my brother than me. Because he does more stuff for them than I do. Which is fine by me. Like, he can enjoy their time. That and they have been roped in by, like, some sort of group that is convinced that the government's out to get them, and I'm just like, why? This is, like, more than extreme. This is just ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where I feel like I just can't convince my mother of anything that they're saying is false, because, they're right and I'm wrong. You know how it is with parents. And I'm not too sure what to do about it, if anything. Or if I can do anything, really. But anyway, this is just a short video about me playing this weird game. This great game called Dinkum, and I love it. This is my town, my city I called Bacon. This is Bacon Town, essentially. I just wanted to make a quick update video talking about how I'm doing, introducing myself to everyone who comes to my channel, wanting to see what I'm about, what I play, what I'm up to, how my diagnosis is doing. And my next update video will be sometime after my hospital visit sometime in August. I usually just go for a quick checkup and whatnot. It's usually nothing too serious. They just gotta make sure that the cancer is still in remission, and I've got two more years to go. This one, hopefully, next one will be it, and I'll be done. And I can go back to being a normal person. But I'm dealing with some bursitis too, so I'm doing a lot of therapy for that, which is not a lot of fun because it wears me out. Physical therapy, because you have to do certain exercises in order to, get it back to where you were, and it hurts a lot. But you have to do what you have to do in order to get back to moving. And my doctor wants me walking around, and I'm going to be doing that sometime in March of next year for my birthday. I'm going to hopefully be able to go to out to Florida on my birthday. Universal Studios, or Universal, not Universal Studio, but like Universal Park. And I want to go to do the Harry Potter rides and whatnot with my husband, because he loves Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter too. It's an interesting series. I even played the game. It's okay, but I got so bored with it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I will admit, I don't know why I got bored with it. But yeah, anyway. That's the update on me. I'll be streaming this week on Wednesday and Friday around 5 o'clock EST on Twitch at Mary O Starlight. www.twitch.tv Mary O Starlight. I always upload VODs on the YouTube, so if you'd rather just watch on the YouTube side, that's fine, I understand. And it's good to see you on my channel, and I hope to see you again. And thanks for stopping by, watching my video. Like, subscribe, and all that nonsense. And I'll see you on the flip side. Mary Starlight out.